Hello my dear students and friends. Through this video, today I would like to brief you or share you some tips on how to improve our fluency in English language. And many of us struggle to speak a few sentences in spite of knowing English well. So we have to try to overcome our fear, and most of us have inferiority complex. And what drags us from speaking in front of public? That's fear. So think that you are superior to others and be bold enough. Right or wrong, just don't bother about. Try to speak. You learn as you speak. And how the basics of English grammar, because the rules and the basics enable you to construct sentences and to speak accurately. The moment you are thorough with the rules of grammar, your speech will be impressive and your writing presentation will be meticulous. So, I would suggest you some topics in English grammar which you have to learn thoroughly in order to improve your proficiency, fluency. So, there are many topics in English language, English grammar, and you just learn only 5 topics. What are those 5 topics which you have to learn? Number 1, parts of speech. Be thorough with the parts of speech. So you will come to know the part of speech of the word that you are speaking, that you are using, because you know that there are many words in English language, but all these words that we use in writing and speaking should belong to any parts of speech. And after learning parts of speech thoroughly, and the next topic is tenses. Learn tenses perfectly. Go on reading the rules repeatedly and try to do some exercise on the topic. And after that, third topic, active and passive voice. Be thorough with the rules of active and passive voice. And after some time, by practicing number of exercises, you will get mastery. You become thorough. And number 4, degrees of comparison. Positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. So how adjectives can be compared? If you learn the rules and practice some worksheets or exercises regarding the topic, in no time you become fluent in English. And the last topic is direct and indirect speech. And if you learn these 5 topics, you surely become thorough and become fluent in English language. Because these 5 topics are said to be the essentials of English grammar. That everybody should be thorough with these topics. So whether you learn the remaining is left to your discretion, your choice. Besides learning these 5 topics, improve your vocabulary. Because when you try to speak or write something, you are running short of words. You may be searching for words. You feel nervous when you are not getting the words. You feel tense. So, in order to overcome this problem, you should learn some kind of words, new words, vocabulary or word power. You should know at least 3 or 4 meanings of every word, and you should know the opposites. Words and meanings, synonyms, and opposites means antonyms. So you cannot do it over a night or in a day or two. It's a continuous process. Learn a few words daily. And besides improving your vocabulary, you must try to use the words in your conversation. And daily try to read an English newspaper at least for half an hour. And try to watch the news on television or radio. And try to listen to the speeches of effective speakers. And try to speak or converse with your friends, your parents, if they are educated, and the people known to you. Because if you just learn the rules of grammar and improve your vocabulary, you cannot speak English well. You must practice in speaking, because you know that language develops as we speak it. Unless you speak it occasionally, frequently, or of course regularly, you may forget the words that you have learned. Okay, you must make use of the words, you must be speaking continuously, and you must be learning new things. You must update your knowledge. It's no rocket science. Nobody is perfect. We make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. We are humans. Every mistake that we make gives us an opportunity to rectify it, to update ourselves. So, go on making mistakes, but learn from your mistakes. To err is human, and to update ourselves is the essential thing. Okay, try to write one page diary entry before you go to bed. Try to enter all the details, all the activities, list of activities that you performed on the day. That will surely make you very knowledgeable. Because when you want to write, you must choose some words. Since you are learning new words, you are making them useful in writing and reading. Of course, in speaking also. So there is no question of forgetting them. Okay? If you follow these tips and be thorough with the rules of grammar and practice speaking, listening and writing sometime regularly, in no time, means as quickly as possible, you become an effective speaker. Thank you for listening to me. Let's now discuss spoken English issues. Speak English like a native. Everyone feels English is a difficult language. So don't feel so. Give up that kind of feeling. Feel free to learn a language. English is restricted only during school hours. We are made to speak English only when you are in school, if you are studying in an English medium school. And we are not speaking in English or using that language outside the school. And we are being born and brought up in India, use native languages in our day-to-day life. We belong to the family of native language speakers. Every time we speak vocabulary, slang, grammar worries us. We are lacking vocabulary and the slang and grammar. This leads to us fear of making mistakes, pushing us further to use the local language to such an extent that even the teaching of English in schools and colleges are translated to regional language. And most of the teachers, despite being English medium school, lessons are being taught in Telugu, and they are using a few sentences in English and explaining or translating everything into Telugu. Hence, English for us is a foreign language, an unknown language. So, fix an aim, target, to study the issues regarding spoken English. What are the issues that we usually come across when we have to speak a language? Poor vocabulary. The most important thing, the foremost thing is lack of good vocabulary. Unable to express thoughts, ideas. Fear or reputation at stake. We are usually afraid and we have to bother about what people think of us if you make mistakes. Lack of preparation. If you give a speech with perfect presentation or preparation, rehearsal, practice, we can in fact do it very well. We can impress the audience. But we don't spend much time on preparation. So that's one of the reasons why we fail to speak effectively. Fumbling and stammering. So there are some kind of problems that we face during our pronunciation. And some of us have a kind of deficiency, that's sort of stammering, unable to speak clearly. By continuous practice, standing in front of the mirror, you can surely overcome this problem. Practice a few minutes daily, standing in front of a mirror, and you can check your body language, your expressions, your mannerism, so you can overcome the inferiority complex. Lack of proper guidance, and we don't have sufficient people around us to encourage us, and they point out. So we should select the people who encourage us improving our skills. We need proper guidance. We may approach our teachers or our parents or any elderly people who are proficient in English for proper guidance. Pessimism is one of the most important dragging factor. Hopelessness, feeling desperate. I can't do anything and it's impossible to me. So don't think so. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible with hard work and constant practice. But it may take some time. You cannot achieve or accomplish anything over a night or in a day or two. Continuously practice. Learn continuously. Try to update your knowledge. Try to give up your pessimism and try to develop optimism. Always be hopeful. Poor grammar. As I told you in the introduction, you must brush your grammar. You must improve your grammar. You have to learn the basics of the 5 topics I enumerated. So, overcome your problem in grammar. Hesitation. This is also one of the main factors which prevents you from taking an initiative to speak in front of the people. Don't hesitate. Don't have any doubts, and be confident that you can do. You can present yourself effectively. You can impress the audience or people around you. Lack of fluency. So, if you learn vocabulary, if you improve your basics in grammar, and if you practice speaking continuously, just standing in front of a mirror or speaking to parents, teachers, friends, and people known to you, in no time you can overcome the problem of lack of fluency. You can build up fluency. You can become proficient. What's the solution for this all? As I suggested you earlier in the introduction, use a good dictionary. Of course, Oxford Dictionary of English is the best. Buy a handy dictionary. Improve vocabulary. You cannot read the entire dictionary at once. Vocabulary can be improved by reading dictionary. Just read a page. And in a handy dictionary, a page probably consists of 10 to 15 words. It is possible for you, if you have the willpower, just learn 10 to 15 words that you find on a page in a handy dictionary, and Monday to Saturday go on reading at the rate of 15 words per day, and there is a possibility to forget the words that you have been learning or that you are practicing since Monday. So just revise, recapitulate all the words that you have been learning from Monday to Saturday on Sunday, so that you can boost your memory. You can remember them, at least half 50% of the words that you have read. Automatically you are building your vocabulary and you are becoming knowledgeable, capable of speaking loudly. So try to speak loudly and distinctly. Ensure your pronunciation. Be brave in what you do. Be courageous. Writing is the best way to prepare. Just try to write a few sentences on your own. Try to draft a letter or an article or a story. So you become more imaginative and creative, and you may come up with some ideas. You may explore. Repetition. Repetition is the mother of knowledge. Repeating and speaking loudly overcomes fumbling. You surely overcome the problem of unable to speak, difficulty in speaking in course of time, and you may become perfect in your pronunciation and the delivery of the accent of the words. Join skill courses to overcome guidance problems. I don't suggest you this. If necessary, if essential, then choose this option. You can learn everything yourself. Need not go to a person and learn anything. If you have great willpower, just like Eklavya did, Eklavya taught everything himself and became most talented person. You also can learn everything yourself with the help of the books and with the technology available with you. Consistency and timing can overcome pessimism. Try to overcome your hopelessness and desperate situation. Consistency means doing the things relentlessly, continuously, without giving up, and maintain punctuality. You set a timetable that how much time you allot to do this task on a particular day. Stick to that, adhere to that, and try to follow the timetable or a schedule, and try to do reading, writing, listening in the stipulated time, and you can soon overcome the problem. Framing new sentences, speaking slowly can overcome grammar problem. Try to frame as many sentences as possible and know the structure of a sentence and know how to make negative sentences, how to make interrogative sentences, transformation, how to change positive sentence or affirmative sentence into negative, and how to convert or transform a positive or affirmative sentence into an interrogative sentence, and try to speak slowly, and you can overcome your grammar problems. Denouncing age barrier to learn helps to overcome hesitation. Don't think that you are grown up, that you attained some certain age and you cannot learn anything. You're already 18, you're already 20, you're already 40. Age is no bar to learn. Age cannot prevent you, cannot hamper you to learn anything. If you have the initiative, if you have the curiosity to learn, you can learn anything at any age. So, give up hopelessness and build up confidence. Try to learn despite your age. Practice to improve fluency. Practice the techniques that you have been suggested continuously. What's the conclusion? English should be taught at an early age. Usually, if a person starts learning English at tender age, that person can learn it very quickly and efficiently. Rectification of the problems on individual basis. From time to time, you assess your performance. Try to do comparison. You will do better today than yesterday, and you will do better the next day or tomorrow comparing with today's performance. So you yourself will find a gradual development or progress in your learning. Solutions appear simple but are difficult to implement. I am giving you now solutions on some shortcuts, but these appear very simple, very easy to follow, but when you are implementing, when you are putting in practice in your daily life, you feel the difficulty. It's not as easy as you think of. A child should be encouraged to speak at their early age to learn by their mistakes. So, everybody should try to speak. Whatever we are learning, we have to put in practice in speaking and in writing. If you do this, in no time you become perfect and you become fluent in that language. Students should form teams to express and correct each other. And there is a great possibility in school, outside, you can make groups or teams with your friends, and you can choose the friends who would like to improve their communication skills and stay together and try to speak to each other without being let down. Don't lose confidence. By and by, gradually, you become fluent. Teachers must encourage the students to speak and later rectify their problems. And when you are speaking in school, within the school premises or in classroom, your teachers surely try to rectify your errors or the mistakes that you usually make when speaking or writing. Listen to the advice or suggestions given by your teachers or elders. Put in practice. The take home message is think in English. You must try to think in English. Thoughts provoke ideas. Try to think in English, write in English, speak in English. For English is an international language. It's a global language which is essential, which is crucial for every man in some form or the other in our daily life. Thank you very much for spending your time listening to me.